guys, today I'm going to be making a cooking video. I'll be making French onion soup. It is a fairly easy recipe, very easy recipe actually, but it has a lot of chopping. Onion is the main ingredient, so there's a lot of slicing onions and peeling onions and nice sounds. So I figured cooking videos are my favorite, or some of my favorite ASMR videos, and I noticed that there's not a ton out there, so I figured I would make one. So what we're going to start with first, I have some butter heating up in a pan right now. It's actually a pot, so it's like a soup pot, on the larger side, because the onions do shrink down quite a bit, but it's quite a bit of onions to begin with, and then it shrinks down later, so you do need to start with something bigger. So I'm using two kinds of onions today, two just yellow onions. They're a bit bigger. And then I'm also using, from a farmer's market near me, 4 Vidalia onions. And they're a little bit sweeter of a taste than a regular yellow or white onion. These are my favorite onions. So we'll start with these. With the Vidalia, because of the shape of them, it's a little bit easier to just cut it in half, I think. And then I'll just cut each end off. Remove the peel. Sometimes, depending on the onion as well, the freshness of the onion, I might just remove the outermost layer of the onion as well. So we'll do the same thing with this one, just cut the top and the bottom off. I like to think that I have some culinary skills. I've been taught growing up from a very small age how to cut, to save your fingers and whatnot, but nothing that I do is going to be perfect, obviously. No one's perfect. So with this onion, you don't want to have, when I do onion soup, I try to make it so it's like bite-sized pieces even when it will melt down. So I'll cut this one in half, and then I'll just cut small pieces like that, lengthwise. I don't worry too much about the thickness, as long as the thickness on them is all the same. They'll cook at the same rate. Okay, so the other half, I'll just cut it in half. The end pieces can be a little tricky to cut just right because they're uneven at that point, but we try our best. So that's one onion down. What I'm going to do is put the onions in a bowl until they're ready for the pan. So we have a new clean cutting board and we can begin again. Also, just a note, I see that my camera right now is at 5 minutes and 30 seconds, or around there. My YouTube account only allows me to upload videos up to 10 minutes, so I may have to split this video into 2 parts. So we'll see. Most likely. Because it just took me like 5 minutes to chop 1 onion. Which of course is not the way we do it normally in life, but with ASMR things are a little bit more laid back and relaxing. So this is the yellow onion, as you can see, versus the shape of the Vidalia onion. It is quite different. I'll just cut the top off there. And I'll cut, as you can see there's a root here that holds everything together. If I were to be dicing this onion, I would leave this root on because it was hold it all together until I was ready for it to be separated, but that's a whole nother video. So I'll just peel this off. Okay, so I'll do the same thing. I'll just cut this onion in half. And then I'll just cut it in small pieces again, so that they'll be bite-sized once they reduce down. That's okay. So with the other half, this is a very fresh onion, my eyes are watering. With the other half, we're just going to cut off the end again. That was the root. And now this is the top of the onion. Cut that off. Put it right in the trash. And take the peel off. Very gently, as to not disturb the rest of the onion petals or layers. And then again, in half, small pieces. My cutting board's getting kind of full again, so we'll just transfer some of these pieces into our bowl. Okay. A good tip for making onion soup, just in the prep work alone, is to have trash nearby, or even a large bowl that you could use as trash. Otherwise, you'll have a huge pile on your counter, or